Welcome to Pashua's Moment with Pastor Charles Kiyaga.
Yes, brethren, praise the Lord. We are back again on our program, the Pashua's Moment. This is a moment that talks about this intriguing message of getting back to God. None of us is absolved. There's no one who says, that's not my message. This is a message for every child of God. Every one of us. There is no one who created himself. We are all children of God. This message is for you, for everyone out there listening to me. Don't close your ears and you say, this is not my message. This is your message. Because the God I'm talking about is your creator, is your father. And you tracing your steps back to him is in your best interest. That you can become that person God intended you to be right from the beginning. As he crafted your being, that which he had in his mind about you will only come to pass if you get back to him and agree to walk according to his guidance. Now, I want to remind you, tomorrow is Friday. We are going to be spending a night here crying to God. Why don't you come? Why don't you come? I know you say I don't have problems. Who told you you need to come to God because you have problems? How many of us, you only go to your father when you have problems? You only go to see your mother when you have problems. Then that relationship is awkward. You always will need to go to your mother and just have a light moment with them. Just say, hi, Mom, I've been missing you. I just came to say hi. How are you doing? If you have something, you carry them something. That's what it means to be a child before a parent. And that's how you warm the heart of a parent. By you thinking about them and going to them, not because you have problems. So for us to warm the heart of God, we need to think about God beyond our problems. Even when we don't have any, he still remains our Father. And we need him. We need to go to him and have fellowship with him. Come always here. And at the end of this month, we shall have our prayer camp. We are going to be camped here for 3 full days of prayer and fasting. 28th, 29th, and 30th of December. Don't put anything, just come here. And God will speak and unveil mysteries to us. This God who created us is not far. He's closer than the closest person in your life. He's the air we breathe. He's the reason we live. He's the one who sustains us. He's not far. There is no one of us who will make themselves jump out of bed if God did not allow that to happen. He's the one who sustains us. He's the reason for our existence. He's not far from us. Why does it sound strange for you to draw closer to God? For you to retrace these steps? The other day I was telling you, we are doing everything. We are searching out everything. You read very hard to understand science. Chemistry, mathematics, physics are not simple subjects, but we put in a lot of energy. We burn a lot of time to be able to understand the principles behind them. But why don't we take effort to know this God? When I tell you, let us come and have time alone with God, you say, I have other things to do. Man, what other things are those? I know you want to go and see your friends, your family, but God was more of family to you before none of those people were a part of you as a family. Why can't we find time to come to God? I just want us to go into the Word. We are here in Genesis chapter 4, verses 9 now. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is Abel your brother? And he said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? Where is Abel your brother? I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? Just imagine that attitude. I do not know. But you killed him. And God warned you ahead of time and said, why are you angry? Why is your countenance fallen? God sees us before we commit that sin. The Spirit of God sees, because He sees beyond what our eyes can see. He sees when the devil is courting you, when the devil is on your case, when the devil is importuning you and trapping you into that sin, the Spirit of God already sees. And he warns you, and he tells you, my son, something is not right. You need to do something about it. But instead of doing something, you relax. I tell you, you don't relax when it comes to sin. Sin will better prevent sin than to allow ourselves to fall into it. Because when you fall into sin, sin is like poison. You don't want to take poison and then you start looking for antidote. No, you'd rather not take the risk to take the poison. So when instead of allowing ourselves to fall into sin, let us resist sin. That's why in the Lord's Prayer, the prayer goes, lead us not into temptation and deliver us from evil. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. So we need to make those prayers. You need to come and wait upon God and pray so that God pushes temptation far away. Lead us not into temptation and deliver us from evil. That is a prayer. We should always pray. Don't you ask me, what do I pray when I don't have a problem? You have a problem because the problem, before you see it, it presents itself when you are not aware in form of a temptation. But if you pray ahead of time, you can resist the temptation. Cain did not do so. Now Cain has committed a tragedy. And God is asking him, where is your brother? God knows exactly what happened. He's asking so that Cain takes responsibility. Whatever you do, God sees before you do it. Do not hide. Just come in simplicity and God will be gracious. God bless you.
Eyo yebadde Pursuers Moment ng'ekutusiddwako essomero lya Pursuers Junior School erisangibwa mu Butambala ku kkubo lya Mpigi Gombe. Kati wulira enkizo eriwo singa otwala omwana wo ku Pursuers Junior School. Interviews za bwereere. Essomero liyimiridde ku musingi ogutya Katonda ate ng'omwana agonjulwa bakugu. Tutumbula ebitone eby'enjawulo mu mwana. Tulina amazzi amayonjo ku ssomero ate ng'omwana wasomera ne weyeebaka abanga mukungu. Endya y'abayizi nnungi byansusso anti emmere tugirimira nga ne faamu y'ente weeri ku ssomero. Tulina emmotoka ezitambuza abaana. Pursuers Junior School e Butambala tusomesa abaana okuva mu baby class okutuuka ku kibiina ekyomusanvu. Mudde boarding okumanya ebisingawo 0772 41 98 4 ne 0702 36 41 64. Pursuers Junior School Butambala, in pursuit of knowledge.